Planet 9. Planet 9 is one of the most mysterious and debated theories in modern astronomy. Scientists believe there may be a giant, undiscovered planet hiding far beyond Neptune in the outer edge of our solar system. The theory became famous in 2016 after astronomers noticed something strange while studying distant icy objects in space known as trans-Neptunian objects. Many of these objects seem to orbit the Sun in the same unusual direction, which should normally be extremely unlikely. Because of this strange pattern, scientists suspected that an enormous, unseen object with powerful gravity might be influencing their movement from deep in the darkness of space.
According to current theories, Planet 9 could be around 5 to 10 times more massive than Earth, making it much larger than our planet, but smaller than gas giants like Jupiter or your mom. Sorry guys, had to make that joke. Scientists think it may orbit incredibly far away from the Sun, possibly hundreds of billions of kilometers from Earth, but this is still smaller than mine. Some estimates suggest that one single year on Planet 9 could last between 10,000 to 20,000 Earth years, but with that time, you still can't find a girlfriend.
What makes the mystery even more interesting is that nobody has actually seen Planet 9 directly. Even the world's most powerful telescopes have struggled to locate it because the possible search area is enormous. Scientists believe the planet could be hidden somewhere in a giant region of space that is difficult to observe. Some astronomers are confident the evidence is strong enough to prove the planet exists, while others argue that the unusual object orbits may simply be caused by statistical coincidence or groups of smaller objects affecting each other gravitationally. This disagreement has created one of the biggest ongoing debates in astronomy.
Dyatlov Pass Incident.
Dyatlov Pass Incident is one of the strangest unsolved mysteries in modern history. In February 1959, a group of experienced hikers traveled into the snowy Ural Mountains in Russia for an expedition led by Igor Dyatlov. The group set up camp on a freezing mountain slope during the night. But something terrifying appears to have happened after they went to sleep. When rescuers later found the campsite, the tent had been mysteriously cut open from the inside, as if the hikers had panicked and escaped in a hurry. Even stranger, many of them fled into the snow without proper winter clothing, despite temperatures far below freezing. As investigators searched the area, they discovered the hikers' bodies scattered across the mountains. Some were found near a forest beside the remains of a small fire, while others appeared to be trying to return to the tent before collapsing in the snow. Several victims had severe internal injuries that confused investigators because there were few visible external wounds. The Soviet investigation eventually concluded that the hikers died because of an unknown compelling force, but no clear explanation was ever officially proven. Over the years, countless theories have appeared online and among scientists. Some people believe an avalanche caused the group to panic and flee the tent, while others suspect military experiments, strong wind phenomena, or even psychological panic caused by unusual environmental conditions. Because the Soviet Union kept many details secret for years, the incident became surrounded by mystery and conspiracy theories. Even today, more than 60 years later, the Dyatlov Pass incident remains one of the world's most famous unexplained events, with people still wondering what truly happened to the hikers alone in the frozen mountains that night.
The Tunguska Event. The Tunguska Event was a massive, unexplained explosion that occurred on June 30th, 1908, in a remote forest near the Tunguska River in Russia. Early in the morning, people living hundreds of kilometers away reported seeing a gigantic fireball streaking across the sky, followed by a blinding flash brighter than the sun. Moments later, an enormous explosion shook the ground so violently that windows shattered, trees collapsed, and people were reportedly thrown from their chairs. Witnesses described hearing thunder-like sounds and feeling intense heat even from very far away. The explosion was so powerful that scientists today estimate it released energy hundreds of times stronger than the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima. What made the event incredibly mysterious was what investigators found years later. When scientists finally reached the area in the 1920s, they discovered more than 80 million trees flattened across approximately 2,000 square kilometers of forest. However, despite the enormous destruction, was one major problem. No impact crater was ever found. This confused scientists because an explosion powerful enough to destroy an entire forest should normally leave a massive hole in the ground. Over time, researchers developed theories to explain the Tunguska event. The most widely accepted explanation is that a meteor or asteroid entered Earth's atmosphere and exploded in the air before hitting the ground, creating a gigantic airburst shockwave. Others believe it may have been a fragment of a comet made mostly of ice, which would explain why almost no large debris was discovered afterward. However, because the explosion happened in such a remote location, and because many details remain uncertain, the event became surrounded by mystery and conspiracy theories involving everything from alien spacecraft to secret experiments. Even more than a century later, the Tunguska event remains one of the most powerful and mysterious explosions ever recorded in human history, with scientists still studying exactly what exploded over the forests of Siberia that morning.
The Taos Hum. The Taos Hum is a mysterious phenomenon reported for decades in the small town of Taos. Residents began complaining about a strange, low-frequency humming sound that could supposedly be heard mostly at night. What made the mystery so unusual was that only some people were able to hear it, while others living in the exact same area heard absolutely nothing. People who claimed to hear the hum described it as a deep, vibrating noise, similar to a distant engine, electrical machinery, or a constant low bass sound that never completely stopped. For some residents, the sound became so disturbing that it caused headaches, anxiety, sleep problems, and difficulty concentrating. Scientists and investigators eventually studied the phenomenon to figure out where the sound was coming from. They tested industrial equipment, nearby highways, underground vibrations, and even possible hearing-related medical explanations. But no single cause was ever officially confirmed. Some researchers believe the hum could be caused by low-frequency sound waves from natural or human-made sources that only certain people are sensitive enough to detect. Others think it may involve psychological factors or unusual hearing conditions. Over time, reports of similar mysterious humming noises began appearing in other countries as well, making the mystery even creepier. Some conspiracy theories claim the hum could be connected to secret experiments, underground facilities, or unknown technology, although there is no scientific evidence proving these ideas. Even today, decades later, people still debate whether the Taos Hum is caused by science, psychology, or something humanity simply does not yet understand, leaving the quiet desert town forever connected to one of the world's most unsettling, unexplained mysteries ever recorded.
The Black Knight Satellite. The Black Knight Satellite is one of the most famous space mysteries and conspiracy theories in modern history. The story revolves around claims that a mysterious dark object has been orbiting Earth for thousands of years, long before humans launched satellites into space. The theory became popular after strange radio signals, unexplained observations, and mysterious photographs taken during space missions began circulating throughout the 20th century. One of the earliest parts of the mystery began when inventor Nikola Tesla reportedly detected unusual radio signals during experiments in the late 1800s. Decades later, more mysterious signals were picked up by scientists and military operators, causing speculation about possible extraterrestrial communication. In the 1960s, reports appeared claiming that the United States detected an unidentified object orbiting Earth in a strange polar orbit, which was unusual at the time because most human satellites did not travel that way. This caused rumors to spread that something unknown was already in space before modern space programs became advanced enough to place objects there. The mystery became even more famous during NASA's space missions when astronauts photographed a strange dark object floating above Earth. The images quickly spread online, and many conspiracy theorists claimed the object was the legendary Black Knight satellite. Some believed it could be ancient alien technology observing humanity, while others thought it might be a probe sent to monitor Earth thousands of years ago. However, scientists and NASA generally explained the photographs as ordinary space debris, thermal blankets, or mission equipment floating away during spacewalks. Despite scientific explanations, the Black Knight satellite mystery never completely disappeared. because the story combines real historical events, mysterious signals, old photographs, and unexplained claims into one giant conspiracy theory. Even today, people continue debating whether the Black Knight satellite is simply misunderstood space debris or evidence of something humanity still cannot explain orbiting silently above Earth.